What's up, Soul Tribe? It's Maya. Back with another reading. I'm going to take some time off this week. I just want to basically warn you guys. Well, not warn you because that sounds kind of like something bad is happening, but it's not. It's something beautiful that's happening. But yeah, I am going to take a break from reading cards for a few days. I just want to give y'all a heads up so you know in advance. You know, usually I don't tell all my business and all that stuff, but you know, I have to have a break. We all have to have a break sometimes. With that being said, let's get on with this particular reading. But I will be back on as soon as I can. I don't plan on having more than 1 week time off from readings. So I will be back before you know it. With that being said, take what resonate, leave the rest behind. We are attracting our soul tribe. They support us. What do I feel right now? How am I feeling right now? Spirit, please protect me during this reading. Let the collective get something out of it. Let it be beneficial to them in some way. Spirit beings of the highest Christ light who are there for our highest and best good only. What is the overall energy for today's reading? What is the overall energy? Child nature. You are somebody who is very in touch with their inner child. You are somebody who children feel comfortable around. You have that kind of spirit where children and animals gravitate to you. Here we have a woman that's holding a rabbit. Rabbits represent fertility, abundance. It says here, friendships with animals, communication with the nature spirits. Okay, so not only do you have a childlike nature, you connect with nature, okay? Animals like to be around you. They sense something in your spirit that makes them feel very comfortable. Like I said, we have networker here in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Right now, you're not interested in networking with people. Somebody may want to force you to try to do this. It says networker in the reverse. You have no desire to network with people at this time. Not at this time. Maybe in the past. Maybe in the past you used to be someone who would go to networking events and meet people and exchange business cards and things like that. I just heard that you have changed for the better. It's like going from city life to country life or country life to city life. City life, there has been a drastic change in your life that has caused you to make this massive shift of wanting to be around people all the time to being in solitude or vice versa. Underneath the networker card in the reverse is the artist card in the reverse. We also have Midas, Miser in the reverse, Beggar in the reverse, Child Orphan in the reverse, Mentor in the reverse, Victim in the reverse, Poet in the reverse. All of these are in the reverse. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Let's find out some more. I'm going to shuffle these cards a little bit more. I'm not liking the fact that there's a bunch of reversals here. I'm not even sure what that even means, why they're all in reverse like that. But just know you are somebody who's meant to be out in nature. You're probably somebody who feeds animals. Or you're somebody who might pick up an animal off the side of the street if you know they need help. A lot of people don't do that. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't. You know, a lot of people don't like animals. You're not that person. You see. Spirit, tell us more about child nature. Networker. Networker came out in the reverse. I just said that. Okay. Well, that's just clarification. You're not interested in networking at this time. You're only interested in connecting with nature. Okay. What's networker in the reverse? Somebody is wanting to change that. Somebody is wanting to come in as a companion to direct you in a direction that they want you to go. The Spirit is telling you that this is not your purpose in calling. Your purpose in calling is to be out in nature, to listen to your intuition, and to proceed from there. You are a natural leader that doesn't need direction from people. Shapeshifter means skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. Shadow is projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. So somebody may want to, may have a personal agenda that they want you to fulfill. And it has something to do with networking. Spirit is saying you don't need to be doing that right now. This person's only doing this for personal gain. Because they're afraid or they operate in fear. Afraid of people, what people may say. So they got to prove to others that they have to prove something to somebody. I don't know. I don't like this. This heavy projection I'm getting from this. Then this companion in the reverse. Somebody's misusing, wants to misuse you in some way to show that you two are close and you're not. They're doing this because they don't know who they are. You have 2 women on this card. So they represent another woman. A woman that's looking to you to be their companion or want others to see that you two are alike and you're not. Bottom of the deck is damsel in the reverse. Somebody probably went around saying that you were a damsel in distress, that you needed to be rescued, and that you were a trickster in some way. They say you go around telling stories that aren't true, that you're judgmental. They don't believe that you're a healer or a mystic, but you are. Let me shuffle these cards a little bit more. I'm really not liking these. I'm about to move on to the tarot in a minute because I need to get some clarification on this. Whatever you do, spend time in nature. Keep the windows open. Get you some fresh air. And stay away from people who have an agenda. And you know they have a specific agenda they're trying to accomplish through your spirit, through your energy, through you, period. Because they know that you have big energy and you're very influential. What's this companion in the reverse? Queen in the reverse. Somebody who pretends like they're a queen, but they're not. It says this person is arrogant when their authority is challenged. A very controlling and demanding individual. It's giving me feminine energy. They want people to believe that they're a victim. They're not a victim in this situation. If anything, they're the culprit. Okay, let's move on to the tarot because we need to know a little bit more about this. I asked what the overall energy was. Child nature came out. Meaning that you are connected with your inner child. You're also connected to nature spirits. You may have nature spirits that fight on your behalf. And animal spirits. Animals feel very comfortable around you. But then we got networker, shapeshifter, companion, and queen in the reverse. Meaning there is somebody here that is trying to force you to network. Something that you may have done in the past, but that's not you anymore. They want to manipulate a situation to make it seem like you two are close, but you're not. They're arrogant, and they're arrogant because their authority is being challenged. They're not the one who's being seen as a person that's in charge. Okay. Find out more. Nor are they the victim, because you got victim in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Whew. Spirit, tell us more about this spread. Tell us more about this particular spread. Lovers in the reverse. Somebody's in an imbalanced relationship where they lack accountability. They're detached. Okay. Let me see. We see, they see that you have independent wealth all by yourself. You're fulfilled. And this is all from hard work. This was not handed to you. I don't know if they feel like it was, but they obviously watched you build this thing from the ground up. The fact that you're prosperous and you're gaining all these wonderful rewards, but there is conflict in their life when it comes to their relationship. Why that has anything to do with you, I have no idea. Then we got the Four of Pentacles right after the 9. This person may want to hold on to you when the cycle has been closed. This particular cycle with this person has been closed. The signs I see here are Gemini, Virgo, and Capricorn. Yeah, there's trust issues going on in their relationship, and they're coming towards you because you have an independent streak about you. You're successful, abundant, and prosperous. You're thriving in business, and they want to hold on to past issues between the two of you, but it all has something to do with them wanting control. Spirit is saying, please maintain your control over your own life. Do not let this person come into your life or come back into your life trying to change things because they can't get over the fact that you're no longer the old you anymore. This has something to do with greed. It's got greed written all over this, and somebody who has control issues. Okay? Tell us more about this spread, Spirit. They have an unhappy family. Be careful of anybody that's coming around you that's unhappy and that has disconnection with their relationships, especially if you're trying to grow a prosperous and loving relationship. It may show that they disapprove of your life or who you're dating or who you're with or decisions that you're making, but it doesn't really matter because you're grown. I just heard you're somebody who's grown, who makes their own decisions, who doesn't need a community to support them. You don't need a community to say, hey, we're giving you the approval that you can be independent and continue to live a life that is peaceful. You don't need that. Spirit already has told you that you are prosperous. Okay? You don't need anybody else outside of you telling you that. Fool in the reverse. New beginning. Opportunities. Starting over. You have the opportunity to start over. Wow. Fool in the reverse and fool in the upright. Somebody has a fear of the unknown. They're trying to project this onto you, but you have a new beginning, baby. Okay? This is a dark high priestess. Somebody who make it seem like they can see, but they can't. Somebody 20 years old. Somebody maybe a life path 6. This person can't see, but they pretend that they can see. They also may be pretending to be you, and they're not you. They compare themselves to you a lot. New sign I see here is Aries. What else, Spirit? Ace of Pentacles. Look at this. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. Heavy on the earth signs in this particular reading. I also see air and fire. You have a financial new opportunity that's coming towards you. Security and stability, abundance and manifestation. So the major things I see here are the fact that you are prosperous, independent, and you have a strong connection to earth and nature spirits. Bottom of the deck is routine. Focus on your routine right now. Speaking of routine, I actually have some in my Etsy shop. I have printable Etsy products where you can print out a planner if you need a planner to write down some things and to write down a specific routine. You can go to myparts.com/Etsy for that. But let's move on. What's the outcome of this particular reading, Spirit? The Devil. Be careful of people who want to attach themselves to you that have negative spirits and who have addictions. This could be addictions to anything. Addiction to partying. Addiction to drugs. Addiction to alcohol. Addiction to anything. These people operate in their ego and they are obsessed with you. Anybody that is not healed, keep your distance from these people. Take what they say with a grain of salt. Speaking of salt, make sure you're taking salt baths every day if you have to be around these people. 66 may be significant. Somebody may have been born in 66 or somebody's 66 years old. The number 12 is also significant, reducing to 3. Somebody may be a life path 3. These people are being, I don't know. Let's just get some advice. Spirit, what's the overall advice? Be careful of deception. What's the overall advice? Death. Overall advice is end what needs to be ended. Do not try to go back to what was before. If something has ended, embrace the fact that it has ended. Of course, let go of what you cannot control. You have been transformed by the renewing of your mind, body, and spirit. This card represents spiritual transformation, letting go. Understanding that life is all about transitioning. Out with the old and in with the new. This is a cleansing and a purging. It says, I'm willing to let go of a past version of yourself. So let go of that past person if you haven't already. I have a feeling that the collective has. The collective has let go of that old self. They shed that skin. They shed the skin of being the old person. The person that used to have to be in the mix of everything. You don't have to do that anymore. Okay? You're somebody who connects more with animals than you do with people. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom, routine. Yeah, so do your best to focus on routine. Eight of Swords underneath that, representing restriction. You may be in a situation where you feel a little restricted, but don't be discouraged because the enemy is defeated. Okay? Some people wanted to try to win at all costs. They're starting to see now that they are stagnant because of this. They're doing this because they're abusing their power. Anyone that tries to come towards you with a hastiness and negative intentions are going to be turned away, all right? And anything that they send towards you will be returned to sender because you know specifically how to do that. You know how to call your energy back, and you know when someone's trying to come against you. Somebody's 46 years old, 64 years old. Signs I see here are Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Aries, and Gemini. That's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And when I come back, roughly a week from now, I will probably do the readings a little bit longer. So we'll see. We will see. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.